Greetings, ladies and germs of planet Earth and beyond. KingZeroPhoenix here, and welcome back to Subnautica. I believe last time we left off around here, I just got the last of the life pod data pads, and just finished listening to the last recordings of the Degassi survivors. For this thing is, I have absolutely no intention of playing this the quote-unquote proper way anymore. The reason being is because, unfortunately, well, I have usually committed to a game like this that's been so spectacularly well done. The problem is it's taking just too long, and most of the hype over this game that this game has is basically gone. And most of it is basically being directed towards the new DLC Below Zero that won't be coming up out for a while. And sadly, I can't exactly wait that long to give you the entertainment you deserve, so unfortunately, I'm gonna have to speed this along. I'm sorry, give me a second. If you can already guess what I'm doing. There, just gave myself some of those these bad boys, the ion power cells. To replace these ones, they'll last significantly longer. I know doing it like this is basically cheating, but honestly, this has always been my preferred method when I get bored. And the sad truth is, I get bored with most things I do lightning quick. Like, it's impossible to keep my focus on something like this for... Eventually, I just do things my own way. I'll have to get that sonar upgrade. Oh wait, I already made that. Thankfully, I know the remedy for that. Don't need that or this. Don't need you, or you. I seriously do like how the trash can actually functions now instead of just being something aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Oh, thank God, sunrise. Alright. I probably could have guessed, but I just needed to be sure. Boom. Alright, with this insane amount of energy... Let's see. What do you have? The decoy tube upgrade, thermal reactor module Mark III, the shield, engines efficiency, and sonar. Perfect. With this all in mind... Is there another upgrade for the prawn suit I was missing? Guess I could have made the whole defense. Oh well, too late now.
Engine powering up.
let's see. There's one other thing I needed to... the second Degassi habitat, because from there, it'll be that much easier to get to the Grand Reef. Okay, that's I should be able to... Okay, that's better. Glitch in the system, perhaps? That is so stunning. What just hit me? That is one infected bone shark. Oh, it even highlights the creatures around me. I don't need any more of that. I would personally love for this hunk of metal to go faster, but I don't need to run the risk of the thing overheating as well. I have seen, in terms of Below Zero, the new DLC that'll be coming up soon, if you ask me, it shows a lot of promise. From what I've heard, it's supposed to take place after the events of this one. Apparently another survivor in the frozen regions north. Unless it also involves them somehow making it down here and finding the capsule themselves, or somehow they ended up succumbing to P.R.A.W.N themselves. That wasn't actually clear. So, do we actually even know if the P.R.A.W.N can survive in the cold temperatures? That'll be something to think about. After all, it's been quite established that most bacteria can't really survive in subarctic temperatures, especially if this Arctic region they plan for this world is anything like our own. Of course, I know the sea life is going to be well adapted to the cold, since and even in our world there are a variety of sea creatures that are adapted to it. But still, that doesn't mean life won't be easy. Life rarely is easy, whether you're a human or an animal. Don't mind that. If you even hear what that is. Just GT Life. Game theorists, always a spectacular bunch. Step by step, slow and steady wins the race. I can still see the sun right through the camera, right? Yes, I can. That's a neat little... There goes the ominous music change. Not really sure why that's necessary, but whatever. I know the music is designed to change with the location. Still, okay, this next part is gonna be tricky. As I'm about to... Thing is, going into the ocean, I often refer to it as descent... Just fish. I often equate it as going into the pits of hell. If you ask me, considering how dark it gets down there, quite accurate. At least now with this, I can actually see what's around. Thanks to the sonar, I can see what's around me, not where you have to accidentally crash into anything. Fish. Isn't this what I not to do? I don't think I ever actually realized just how narrow these caravans are until just now. I always remembered in older playthroughs how hard it is to squeeze this massive tub up through here. Ugh. Wake up, you deep dark pricks. I'm here. That's right, go after the decoy and leave me alone. Alright, there it is. Ugh. The entrance to the Lost River. Sorry. No, I'm not.
Engine powering down.
Barely even broke a sweat. Before I do anything else. Hang on. How many did I end up making? Ah, that's right. This thing can hold 5. And how many can I actually make with this thing? 3. As I'm down to only 2. Actually, why am I? Thank you. There's no...
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Thank you.
Engine powering up.
Dark as hell out. Little mix of action theme, and with a hint of danger and suspense. I will say this, they also scored this music for this game very well as well too.
Calorie intake recommended.
Starting to wish this thing came with some windshield wipers. Nothing of.
Engine powering down.
Alright, now I can go out. Couple of cooked Reggies will help.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Hey there, gorgeous. If that is not a face only a mother could love, I don't know what is. Might as well. The grandpa skeleton. Strange, I don't recall it being so dark down here. Well, then again, my computer is currently on its nighttime mode, so maybe that might be a factor. There you go, orange tablet. Crab claw kelp. Alien bone specimen case. The amoeboid. The research equipment. Cute fish egg. Sheesh, all this stuff looks like something out of a sci-fi horror film. Ion on cubes. Not that I actually need them anymore, but you know what the heck. Was there ever a point to these? I forget. Fauna reproductive data. And nothing stimulates the mind more than learning about the reproductive data of fauna. Geological data, data downloads, alien data. Here. Extensive alien research data on the local fauna with a special focus on their reproductive methods. Core conclusions have been simple. The aliens discovered the life forms on the planet have just one sex. They observed local organisms engaging in asexual reproduction. All healthy individuals tested were capable of egg laying. Eggs usually require genetic material from another of the species. In rare case, only one parent was required, with evolutionary mutation introduced by the effects of the environment itself. This appears to have been focused around hatching conditions and genetic variations between parentage. Asexual reproduction, eh? I think there's actually a species of lizard on Earth that can do that. And the entire species that species is completely female. All the males of its race have gone extinct. They don't actually need guys to get it on. Guys to have babies, but they do sometimes get together just to get it on. So I suppose you could say it's a race of lesbian lizards. Ah, nickel ore. Okay, to anyone else, doesn't that not look like a massive turd? It kinda does. Yeah, it's just a lighting. Alright, now that got this little bit out of the way, moving on to the entirety of the Lost River.
Engine powering up.
Back it up. Beep, 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 beep. Now, if I remember correctly, this main cavern of the Lost River contains those bone... Sounds like a power cell just went out. Got a message, huh?
Terrain scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
Okay, and more gobbledygook. I guess. I don't really think I'm gonna need this where I'm going, and is that...
Rig for Sila running.
That is a ghost Leviathan. God, that is one ugly beast. Doesn't appear to be interested in me just yet. Let's keep it that way, shall we? Honestly, I'm not even gonna bother scanning the rest of this stuff. You all seen what it does? Why? Ghostweed? Yep, didn't even. I zipped right on by, didn't even know I was there. I believe time. It's just the sound of all these fish bumping. I believe there's a portal over. Is it this way? Wait. It's sealed off. That's the ghost tree. Oh, I guess they moved it. Yep, the remnants of the research facility.
structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Gee, you think? How do I get in? I haven't been here in a while, so I forget where the entrance is. Heh, I don't regret that. Don't mind that. Over here was it, I think? Oh, is that it? Where do I go in? Right. Oh, there's the entrance.
Engine powering down.
Like, heck am I gonna leave it unprotected while I'm in there? Might as well bring an orange one with me just in case. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it? I doubt I'm gonna need it, but like I said, just in case.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Somehow I think I'll be fine.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Indeed. Purple. What you got? The specimen research data.
New PDA data.
A catalog of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. A number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper. Shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptom remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behaviors. Shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. Quickly recur. Large carnivore theta. Off-site labs established to study remains shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unidentified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned designator Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for K.R.A.W.N immunity. K.R.A.W.N immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility, constructed at volcanic region at 1.4 kilometers. Let's see, where was it again? I can't remember. Sorry. Alright, that's enough of that. Moving on. Completely unnecessary, but I'll take it anyways. Just don't mind me looking away, either. It's too dark to see where I'm actually going on my screen, so I'm using my secondary screen, which is actually showing everything much better. Looks like this is as far as I can go with this big boy. That's a sea dragon egg. This large egg is held in a hermetically sealed environment and has been chemically sterilized. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg-laying and incubation process. To what end is unclear. The ray The rabbit ray? The ghost ray? Is that a magma ray? Ray species on 4546b. Different species of ray indigenous to 4546b, each adapted to different environments. The specimens are 99.99 genetically identical to those encountered on the planet today, suggesting that rays in particular have undergone little evolutionary mutation in the past millennia. Ghost rays, jelly rays, crimson rays, and rabbit rays likely all share a common evolutionary ancestor. The alpha ray would have developed deep in the ocean trenches, quickly growing in line with available food supplies. It would have most resembled the ghost ray in size and appearance, with translucent skin for camouflage and forward mounted eyes for hunting. A fast and fearsome stalker of small creatures in the dark. While some rays have stayed within the limits of the cave systems where they first evolved, others are relatively more recent adaptations to new environments, likely the results of overpopulation. All of the rays on 4546b have given up predation in favor of herbivorous scavenging, and use poisonous flesh to protect themselves. Why? That's a sound evolutionary strategy to me. Let's see, those parasites. Spadefish, hoopfish, and those disgusting looking parasites. Not that I need it, but what the hell. I'll take it because I feel like it. Yuck. I have no idea what this is. Damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable acted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling. Facility sinking. Collision with seafloor. Breaches detected on Containment Unit 7, the Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed. 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to offsite sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Infected individuals. Well, when you steal a creature, you should know by now all creatures are protective of their eggs. It's an survival instinct. Skeletal remains. The skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within an artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive in containment for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, the specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger, and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. The species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. So, this is nothing more than an evolutionary relic, huh?
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Really? Biological matter. Warper pieces. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They are in varying of augmentation with advanced technologies. This production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this. Yuck. The Warper. A self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This lifeform shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. This lifeform shows... I just read that. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system have been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Estimate programmable hunter/killer avoid. You don't say. So most of this stuff actually came from off-world. Right, there's the last terminal.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Oh, let's see, where was it? The K.R.A.W.N contagion profile. This terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as K.R.A.W.N. First encountered during routine network expansion on outer worlds. Pandemic development. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core world. Confirmed deaths 143 billion individuals. Bacterial mechanism. Attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Gradual immune system failure, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms, unpredictable alterations to biological structure, complete shutdown of executive function. My god. In core world's quarantine, bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. Treatment procedure. Yeah, they never finished it because...
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
And here it is. Well, if that's not a sure sign you're a dead man, I don't know what does. Let's see, we're at bacterial infection report. You have been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in your bloodstream. Estimated incubation time, 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficacy. You may already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be the abatement and eradication of the infection. Salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine. Investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the symptoms of the infection. Well, I already know. I'm infected and I already know what needs to be done. I need the enzyme, but I gotta... unfortunately, there's never been any mention of the vaccine because they never got to that point. But even if there's no exact vaccine in...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
For me, I can still just get to the enzyme itself. Of course, there is also the matter of the quarantine enforcement platform, which I need to shut down. Because as long as I'm still infected, I can't leave this fakakta planet. Like my life was in danger already, now this... Alright, I know what I need to do. And I know what's... Thankfully, with my methods, I'll be done in no time. With that, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to stop here. Because honestly, there's too much to do, so much I gotta do, and not a lot of time. So I think it's gonna be taking like a 3, 4 max episodes left. So anyhow, thank you everybody so much for joining me on this little adventure. And be sure to hit the like button to let me know you enjoyed yourselves. Be sure to pound that subscribe button if you're interested in seeing any more. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to ring the notification bell to stay up to date. And be sure to share any opinions you may have with me down in the comments below. And until next time, this is KingZeroPhoenix, signing off. Laters!